We are live. Hello,
Hey,
everyone. I don't know if
hey
it's got to YouTube
guys.
yet. Has it gotten to YouTube? Mine isn't ready. Come on. We
It
got a
says we're
delay.
live. Oh,
Does
no, it
it?
says I'm live. Oh, yeah, we're live.
Okay. I thought we were, but mine doesn't show it. My where I watched for the.
Oh, yeah, we're live. 25 seconds in. All right.
Wow, it took 25 seconds. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Hello, Crochet
Thanks for
Queen
coming.
Kathy.
Thanks for coming.
How's everybody doing? I hope if you were celebrated yesterday, you had a good day.
Yeah, tell us about it in the chat. What did you do yesterday for Mother's Day?
Yes.
Anything exciting or nothing exciting? We've had both so far.
Yeah. I got to see my granddaughter in the morning. So to me, that made the whole day.
Yeah, you had some excitement. I didn't.
Kim's
Mine
she got to
was
celebrate on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
whenever you celebrate early, it's always kind of like, oh, I didn't do anything for Mother's Day or whatever.
right, right. Well, you know what? It's all good. It was
I
a
know
very
that's how I feel too, though, when I celebrate early. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, I did, but I didn't.
yeah. It's all It was a nice calm weekend. Except Saturday, I still had a migraine.
Oh,
Sunday,
you
it went
still
away.
had one.
Oh yeah, as long as this weather keeps going, rain and sun, I have a
Oh, the
migraine.
the change of seasons, yeah.
Yeah, it's spring. Every spring I suffer horribly. For the whole season. So
That
it's
stinks.
not over yet, but it's getting there. But I know when the rain's coming, my head will start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Hi, Denise, Jewelry by Denise.
Good morning, Denise. How are you?
Hope you had a good Mother's Day yesterday. My husband, okay, this is the funniest thing. I should have brought it. So he walks downstairs and he says, I got you a card. And I'm like, you did? Okay. um, and he pulls it from behind his back and it's not in an envelope. He goes, but I forgot the envelope. I'm like, okay, that's typical my husband because he
Yeah,
probably spent hours trying to pick out the card.
right,
Well,
right,
so
right.
I'm reading the card and on the front it says XOXO, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I like the front. It's got all my colors and it's metallic. It's pretty. I open it up and it says blah, 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 blah. And then it has Valentine's crossed out and Mother's Day below it.
Oh no.
And he says, and I'm just laughing. He said, okay, it was your Valentine's Day card I forgot to give you with your flowers. But here, happy Mother's Day.
Oh God.
So Harley says, my granddaughter Harley says, can I read it? So she reads it and he wrote something. And at the bottom he wrote, oh, come on, Kristen. I love you. And she's reading that. And she's like, why did he write it like that? And I said, because when we were 17, that was the first thing. That's what, right before a football game, he gave me a kiss at his front door and he said, goodbye. And then he said, oh, come on, Kristen. Don't you know I love you? And so I said, so he always tells me that.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, it was the
cute.
sweetest thing. And I laughed. He goes, but it's a Valentine's Day card. And he said, that makes it even better.
Oh my goodness.
There were times in our past where he wouldn't have even remembered a card. So, in the last 20 years, he's remembered cards.
Oh yeah.
The first 15 or 20 years, he didn't remember cards.
Yeah. Well, my husband's good that way. He usually goes all out. Like Valentine's Day, he'll get the big heart and he'll buy me a flower.
Oh.
I don't like cut flowers, fresh cut flowers. I need them They need to be growing.
Oh, you like those kind? Yeah, I like those too. I'm not particularly a rose fan, and Jeff isn't either, but Jeff always buys like weird colored roses. So if he buys roses, that's it. But my favorite flowers are like daisies and sunflowers and
I don't care what flowers they are. I just don't want them fresh cut because what a waste. They last for a day,
Yeah.
and then they start looking wilty, and then they're gone by 2-3 days. What a waste. They cut those beautiful flowers just to die quickly. So I prefer the ones that are potted, and that way I can have them, and I'll put them outside, and I'll at least get a month or two out of them.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys, I'm opening new clay. This is original Sculpey. It is
a huge pack.
It's a 2 pound and 1.75 pound pack, which is almost 2 pounds.
Wow.
This is original and it stays soft. It's a little bit softer clay than like Sculpey 3 or different Sculpeys. But this is what it looks like. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bang the camera. It just comes in a huge block like this, and it came with 2 of them. So excuse the crinkling. I'm going to put this package away.
And I got some new brushes. I was so excited because I ordered these in like March. So one of my favorite artists to watch, her name is she's under Paint Crush. Her name's Christy Rice. But she's just this bubbly little thing. And I just like watching her because she breaks all the rules. So she's fun to watch. But she made her own brush set. And she named each brush, which I love. Oh, so she named each brush. But she put her brush sets out several times. But she had to make them. So she puts out small batches. And I finally got one. So it finally came. I was all excited. So they come, like hers comes with packaging. Brushes come with tubes on the end so the brush doesn't get messed up.
Right.
And then it also comes sticky because they have starch in them. So just like you have to condition paint, you have to condition your brushes. You got to get rid of the starch. And you just put them in some water. Some people use soap. I just put them in some water. And it's the only time I allow people to vigorously do this to their brushes.
Right. And I do it too.
Pounce your brushes on the bottom of a water jar.
My husband is horrible with paintbrushes. He'll say, you got a paintbrush over there? And I cringe.
My brushes are not, there are very strict rules, just like with scissors.
Yeah.
Because never get left in water. You rinse them out. And the reason you don't leave them in water is because, I pay a lot for my brush, most of my brushes.
Well, they'll end up looking like this.
Yeah, well, that's one reason. And the ferrule, which is the metal part, the wood goes down into the ferrule, and then the water seeps up, and it'll crack it and then break it.
Yep.
And so, you're not allowed to leave. There are studio rules. That's one of the biggest ones with brushes.
Well, I know that I have to give a brush that I am either done with, like won't ever paint with again for whatever reason, or I don't care about, because I'll never ask for it back. It's he paints
because it's gone.
When he paints, he scrubs. This is how
he has her own brushes because I gave her brushes when she was little, but she knows the rules too. And she's learned them since she was 2 or 3.
Yeah, but my husband's
pretty good about it.
7 or whatever age he is. He's not going to learn anything new at this point, and I've tried.
Oh yeah, and they don't listen.
No, I've tried. I asked him, who taught you how to paint? I mean, why in the world do you think scrubbing is the way to get paint on a surface? Scrubbing, just back and forth and back and forth. That's how he paints, just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I even right now I got goosebumps because it's just like so wrong in so many ways.
It's cringeworthy, huh?
Yes, it just I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So Kristen was talking about her brushes. Real quick, I have to clean my hands with a baby wipe because white clay will pull dirt out of your hands even though you just washed them with soap and water.
Oh, your hands are still dirty.
It will. Yes, exactly. It's like, okay, I just washed them right before I started this live, but my clay looks dirty. It looks like it's pulling dirt out. So I I've got to do this.
So it's good to have a ball that you use first to get all the clay, to get all the yuckies out.
Right. And that will become a ball that I would use for picking up and dust and dirt and, run through my pasta machine before I put white clay in. Because I've already put black clay and I've already put brown clay through it. So there's always some kind of little residue in there that the white will find.
I
and
never thought about so using white is always problematic for everyone.
Everyone, yes, in every surface you touch.
Hi, Heather.
Yep, every surface you touch. Hi, Heather. Good morning. I didn't see you. Sorry, we've been talking.
The other thing about Christy's brushes is she doesn't use traditional brushes. So this is a 1-inch brush, which is normal. But then this is a liner brush. See, it's long and skinny. Oh, I'm out of focus. Focus, Christy.
Yeah, but explain what they're for now that you're showing and telling.
So a liner brush, you load it up with paint and it holds it all the way back, and then it'll make long, skinny lines. Do I have I have to have a piece of paper.
Yeah, because it might be common sense to you, but it's not to those of us that don't paint,
So I put water on it. Let me get some paint in it. So, I hear Echo, my buddy.
Yeah.
So here, the liner brush, it holds a lot of paint, and you can make thin lines, see? And then you can make flat ones. So that's the liner brush. And then these are, let's see, this is the 1/2 inch and the 1/4 inch dagger. These two. So I'll show you what a dagger is good for. I love dagger brushes. They're fun. So they, there's the flat. So it's they're great if you want to make a, calligraphy thing. But you can also, if you twist it, they make perfect leaves. See? They make the perfect leaf. I ran out of paint. So you can make a perfect leaf with it, or you can do this kind of leaf. And then you don't have to worry about it because your brush is making the shapes for you, not, and if you want a smaller one, you can do a smaller one. But the brush is doing the work for you, you're not having to make the actual shape. It just does it. See? So those are those brushes. And then this is just a round brush. This is typical. Most every artist uses round brushes. And that just means it's just a normal brush like you would pick up to do anything. And it just does the normal lines. And you can do, this is a smaller one. He's having fun.
That's Ella.
Oh, that's Ella?
Yeah, and this
round is small, and so, but even if I hold it and barely touch it, it's hard to get a nice thin line. And with the dagger brush, you can. And then this is my favorite. It's called a cat's tongue. And so it'll hold tons and tons of water or paint, but it has a really tiny point. So it is great for textures and making different shapes. And let me move this around. Here's its just size. It just does. See how the tip of it points? And then you can make a straight tip with it. So yeah, all the different, and I like this one for making leaves too. But all of them make different shapes. This one's great for petals. Look, you can make petals automatically.
Can you show it up close again?
Huh?
Because I missed it. Sorry.
This is a cat's tongue. But I don't have to work to make the flower look like a flower. See, I didn't do that. That's just brush strokes. I didn't have to work to do that. We'll put a little dot in the middle so you can see the flower. See? Because of course I use the like neonest green I could use. Two of my favorite colors right there. So that's why. And then the great big one, this one you use to lay water down. Like, because I can erase all my paints now. And make them go together. See how that goes? This is how you do your backgrounds. And you can also, oops, there. See how I can pick up the paint and I can almost erase it from what I had on there. So I can start over if I need to, if I made a mistake. Some of that's the paint you use, but some of it's also because I've got all the water on this.
Yeah.
So that's why I got different brushes. And that's why Christy made these her favorite brushes.
So now you have them.
So now I have them. Now she came out with a paint palette that I got to get. You know, I don't have no paint palettes. I only have 4 different ones sitting right here.
Do you mean a paint palette, or do you mean a color palette?
It has the paint in it.
Okay, yeah, so it's a color palette, right?
Yeah, so it already has the paint in it, and then it's in a thing. But yeah, so that'll be my next purchase from her. And you can find her under Paint Crush. And then she does, I think all you are married or not going to be remarried, but she also has a company that does wedding invitations. They're the most beautiful wedding invitations.
No, I'm done with that.
I don't advocate it, but you know, if you guys want to.
Echo is laughing. He's going. He is so funny. He's killing me.
He's my bud.
Wish you guys could hear them more clearly. I know you hear the loud noises, but like his laugh.
Make a video with them.
Laughing under his breath, kind of stuff, you know, and it's so funny.
So, what are you making today with your clays?
Hey Willow, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while. How was your Mother's Day? Was it good?
Hello, Willow.
I am making, do you know what this is?
I should add some. So I'm putting water on all my paint colors first.
You know what this is?
A cat's butt.
Yep.
Cat's tail.
Yep. Kitty butt. That's what I'm making. Kitty butts.
That's cool. Do you have a plan for your kitty butts, or did you just
decide I'm going to stick a magnet on them?
Huh?
I'm going to put a magnet on them.
Oh.
And they can go on the fridge.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I'm putting water on all my paint colors so that they'll be wet and activated. It's called activating them, but you know, if they're dry, they don't really pick up. And these are cheap paints. These are my cheap paints. And so they soak a lot of water, and I definitely have to get them wet first, but that's okay. I don't care. I like cheap paints, and I cannot lie. I think you kind of pick your paints you like, and then these I happen to be able to get to every week on here, so I've been using them for our lives. And I actually have kind of come to like them because they're more like, well, you saw how easy they like erased, so they don't sink down in the paper because they don't have a lot of pigment on them.
Oh, okay.
That's why. That's the only difference between artist paints and like the cheaper paints. Is just they don't use as much pigment in them.
Hi, Jen.
That's the biggest difference. Who did you say hi to? Crafting House Kitty Jen.
What do you think they should say, Jen? Like, bye?
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Something. Are you crafting, Jen? Anybody that's crafting, I can send you a link and you can come on up.
Holy crap. That would freak me out. I know people always ask, and I'm like, yeah, I'm making stuff, but no, I don't want to come on with you.
All right, I'm going to send Willow the link.
Okay. And so I don't make real flowers like when I'm doing, this is just a card. Oh, they all look neon on my thing. So I don't, these aren't like real flowers. They're just, you know, like your mind makes them into flowers. So that's good enough for me. More about it is the color placement. I shouldn't have made that one. I don't really like it, but oh well. Look at my butt. I just look.
Hey now.
I just looked it.
Now. Okay, I'm sorry, Willow. It always takes me a minute. Just bear with me. I found you. Now I've got to go back and get the StreamYard link. You know what? Maybe I already have it because I gave it to Kristen. Hold on.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Kim. You can just put it in the chat.
Oh, I could, huh? All right, let me try and see, make sure it's in there.
But you can do it your way too. I'm just.
That's not it. I got to go pull it.
I'm waiting for my food. That's a good one.
Kristen, can you pull it? I'm working on the little phone.
Oh, yeah, I can pull it. Just a second. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a second. Well, I'll get it for you.
Maybe the kitty butt should say, I'm waiting for my food. Okay.
That's a good one.
Look at my butt.
Look at my butt.
Look at my butt. Look at it. I like that. Well,
you can say, I see you looking.
This is a tiny one. I'm going to make them bigger. This is just, I was playing, to see how I would do them. I do them a little different than the picture showed. And I actually like mine better. The picture showed, and this one I started to paint, but I didn't finish, showed like a round ball, and then you put a slice in the middle, which I don't like as much as.
Oh, that didn't work. Hold on, Willow. I'll get you. Maybe someday.
Oh, I didn't know you were struggling. Let me keep.
No, I just got to get Willow pulled up on my. I like using my phone. There you are.
Yes, Jen, I am. I'm going to make a bunch of different things. Lisa from Flipping Crazy is having an artist's sale, and she's pulling together artists that have homemade items to sell. So I'm making a bunch. I'm going to put everything that hasn't sold yet in it, and whatever I make new. And I don't know when that's going to be. But I'm preparing. Oh, I like cat butts, and I cannot lie. That's funny. You know what? I could make make this, and I could do that in a square, or a rectangle. That would be cute, wouldn't it?
Yes. Willow, I sent it to you, honey, in your Facebook. Hopefully you got it. I don't know. Did you get it?
Let's see if she's here. Did she get it?
I'm waiting to hear.
Okay. Yeah, she's here. Hold on. Let me get her in.
Oh, well.
Good morning.
Well,
Good morning.
Oh,
How are
yeah,
you?
she's got her morning sex voice. She's all sexed.
Yeah, I haven't been up very long.
No, it's early for you too.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Willow?
Hanging in there. My spine injection's already worn off, so I've been pretty much adapting to that this over the weekend. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I figured something like
fast?
that was what was going on.
Oh, I'm sorry that it wore off that fast.
When did you get it?
2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? 3
That's
weeks
what I
ago.
was going to say. I thought I remembered you getting one. Mine don't work at all,
yeah, I
so
got
I
it on the
quit doing it.
26th.
Yeah. See, that 2 weeks, 2 years of going every 3 months for injections, and not one of them ever worked. I never got relief from mine. Not for a day, not for an hour, not for nothing. And I
Really?
did it because everybody's, my pain management said, oh, well, this will help. This will help. We'll try this. We'll try that. And it was always the spinal epidurals. That's what they always did. But it never once helped me.
Huh.
And I'm sorry that yours didn't last if it usually helps you.
Maybe it quit. I was roboting really bad.
Yeah, but you sound better now. I found out my one of my favorite uncles died, and I'm not sure where his funeral will be, Willow, but I may be in your area.
Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Wow.
Yeah, Uncle Bob. He was my.
Yeah.
They had Uncle Bob and Aunt Margie had a farm, and I loved going there. And they were my special ones. They loved me just the way I was.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I had an aunt like that. Yeah. I know.
In my family growing up, that was special because I was the only adopted child, and boy, did that make a huge difference in my households.
Really? Well, why did they adopt you then? If it was going to make a difference.
I don't think it would have made such a difference, but they had my little sister after me.
Oh, after you. Yeah. Well, okay, but that's pretty
Okay, I'm gonna go
typical.
check devices and see if Sis left something open.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, once they had my sister 5 years later, things changed.
Well, it shouldn't. That's all I can say. I mean, that's like getting married a second time and you have and the wife has children or the husband has children.
Yeah.
If you're going to blend a family, you need to blend it evenly. Of course, you love your own children differently, but not any less. And you don't play favorites, and I mean, that's just common sense. All that stuff is just common sense, and a lot of people don't have it. A lot of people just don't get, no, I'm my child and not yours. That's just ridiculous. You don't have enough love in your heart for more children.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I had an aunt one time say, "Oh, she's just trying to be, part of that family." And I was like, "What?"
Wow.
And I wasn't I was an angry
I'm
teenager.
sure you were. How old were you when you were adopted? Can I ask or not?
I was a baby.
You were a baby, right? Okay, so you grew up. See, you shouldn't have had to grow up thinking you were adopted or knowing you were adopted. You know what I mean?
My husband was like, "When did you know?" I've always known, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
see,
just
that
been known
doesn't
my whole
make
life,
sense.
so I don't know when I was told.
Yeah, shame. Shame, shame, shame. That's all I can say. I'm so sorry.
And everyone around me knew. Oh, my sister When I was in 4th grade, she was in kindergarten, and she told the whole school, "Oh man, was I pissed when I came home."
Well, yeah, that's why you don't tell the child until they're old enough to handle it. You know?
I was mad that she told the whole school.
But if they weren't going to have
I hadn't
any
told
other,
anybody when I was.
if
I
they
didn't
weren't
used
going
to tell
have any
people
other
when I was
children,
little,
it might be
younger.
different. Might be different if they weren't going to have any more kids. You know,
they
and
were
you
actually
the
going to
only
adopt
one.
another kid, and then
Yeah,
my
no.
mom got pregnant several times after.
Oh, wow.
She didn't miscarriage, my sister.
Right.
You know, that's just the way life goes.
All right, I got to decide what I'm doing with these before I waste all my clay.
Oh, look, you made like a calico kitty butt.
Yeah. I have to put the foil under it because when they warm up, the clay is going to get soft and it's going to fall. And I don't want it to fall before it hardens. So
I see what you're saying.
I put the foil under it to keep it in place until it hardens, until it bakes. And I'll bake it with foil under it.
I also found a new find at $1.25 Tree. They have these glass pens that you can dip in ink. And then, you know, write with or whatever. And I love them. So I went back and bought, they have pink and green and blue. But when I originally saw it, I thought they had 5 colors. But I have some glass pens, so I'm going to pull them out. And I was playing with them on some of my pictures, and they fixed some of my things. So I might go grab those when in a minute and show you how to use those too. They're fun. They were fun. And I don't mix I mix my paints in my paint palette and then on my paper. So because that way they blend better. Your colors match better. And this one's not turning out well, so this will be an ugly card that will not get sold.
What do you mean not turning out well?
I think it looks hideous. So, but that's all right. Sometimes I can fix them later after they've dried. They need middles.
Yes, Heather. But here's what I'm doing right now. Last night, this one still isn't baked. Last night I made this one because I saw a picture of them. So I made that one. And that's just, you know, my very first whatever. Then today I'm playing with it, trying to decide if I want them bigger, if I want them smaller, and put them on a clay plaque and put a saying like you were saying in it. Really, Willow? Okay, I'm so sorry, but thanks for trying.
Oh,
I was looking for you. I'll stop looking.
We'll miss you. You could still be in the chat and talk.
Oh, she will. Yeah, she'll stick around. So I don't know if I want them big and stand alone, or if I want them little and put them on a plaque with sayings. I don't know what I want yet. And then if I do, you know, then prices are going to be all different. You know, if I make them little, they're going to be one way. If I make them big, they're going to be a different price. If I put them on a plaque, they're going to be a different price. You know, so I just don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just playing. I did not send you an invoice yet, Heather. I'm going to do that. Yeah, see, I'll just give you a total on Messenger. That'd be great. Like I said, I've had that migraine. Today's really the first day that my brain is starting to clear up. I had that migraine almost 2 weeks, and then yesterday was my day of, oh, my head is just mush. And then today is I'm kind of halfway clear, you know. I feel pretty decent. So I'm going to overdo it because I feel good, right?
No overdoing it.
I know, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not a good seller because I can't get things done in a timely manner because of my health, which is why I can't work. Okay, so I mean, it's part of the disability is functioning in a timely manner and in the proper way. So, I mean, guys, if you could just bear with me, and I'm going to say that throughout my whole selling adventure. I can't promise things are going to get out in a timely manner. I just can't. I don't know what's going to happen day to day, how I'm going to be. So,
and if you guys need something like for a gift or something, talk to her separately, like
definitely let me know.
Messenger or something, and she'll try and get that taken care of differently for you.
Yeah, and I'll even ask my husband, like my husband mailed the last packages because I couldn't get out to do it.
So
he mailed the last package. Kristen, yours is still sitting here too.
Oh, that's right. Yours is still sitting here too, honey. So Yeah.
I keep adding to it,
I know. I'm not
like that.
Nothing I get is ever life or death. I worked life or death situations in my past, so
yeah,
I don't worry about it now.
Okay.
Jewelry and art is not life or death.
I'm building it. It's Okay, if anyone could understand, it could be me. I have health issues too. Oh, thank you. Okay, so what do you want for your daughter's birthday? I know what you got already. What did you want? The earrings. Okay, yeah. All right, honey. I promise I'll have them out. I'll get stuff out by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I always ask too, guys. If you need something like, fast, let me know in an email or a text or
Yeah, I don't even have a friend that can come over and help me,
I don't have those either.
Yeah, I don't have any friends, that can come over and help me pack stuff up and get it, do a little support, like be my support person, or I don't have any of that. My husband works full time. And on the weekends, we do what he wants to do because it's his weekend off work, which is usually he runs me through the thrift stores and out to eat.
She doesn't even talk to me most weekends until they're done with their days.
Right.
She was like, when we first started talking, I don't know, months ago, she was like, I can't really talk on weekends. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't care. She's like, she was going to explain. And I'm like, you don't have to explain. If that's the way you are, that's the way you are. I don't care.
Well, he does so much that I can give him that,
And I was like, I don't, honey, it's your life.
Yeah.
I'm just fitting into it.
So I don't do anything on the weekends, like shipping or getting anything ready or anything like that. I mean, I know. And I'm sorry.
She's trying to get to where she just ships on Saturday so that when him and her go out, they can stop by the post office.
Yeah, that's a great plan. Like I said, I don't know if I could ever have that really.
She's trying.
Work. Yeah, I'm trying.
This is only her second month of doing this, so
yeah, but I don't have a good track record of getting anything out quickly.
I've been doing it for 2 years and I have a terrible track record.
Well, there you go then, huh? I just feel bad.
Let's see. Is Barbara Paul's not on here, but she knows. Hey, hi Irene.
Hey Irene, how are you?
Willow, I told her I was going to get something to her. I still have her box.
I know there's a lot of people that like I watched somebody's haul video and they had a bunch of Harley Davidson stuff like stickers that are metal and biker clothes.
Yeah, I thought of you. I was watching somebody who did Harley too and I thought, "Oh, Kim."
I got them. And I paid her for it. She, we came to a price. I paid her plus shipping, and she had it out that very same day with a tracking number. See,
Holy crap.
yeah, so I should get it by Thursday. I would love to be that way. I'm not set up for shipping. I do it in the middle of my living room floor. I bought,
Speaking of which, you know how we had our thing on Thursday?
Yeah.
I had everyone build Friday night or Saturday morning, and I had all their stuff out Sunday or Saturday. Of course, it was only 2 people, but you know what? I had them out.
Hey, 2 is better than none. Yeah,
oh my
I'm
God, I
ashamed.
got them all out.
I'm ashamed. And I've seriously thought about not selling anything because of that.
She wasn't going to, and I made her anyway, guys.
I really wasn't going to, because I know I'm not that person. And until I get my craft room straightened up, I'm not going to have a place to keep shipping supplies. So it's all up there in a pile. And I bring down, I save boxes from what people ship me. I save boxes and try and fit my stuff into the boxes that I have versus what they should be in. And
yeah, that's what I do that too.
It's so hard. I got a pile of boxes that are just sitting there in the hallway that I don't like that. That's not how, if I'm going to ship.
Kim would die at my house. I am such a disastrous mess.
No, so am I. That's my point. I am a disastrous mess. Hi, Robin.
Who's here? Robin? Did I miss somebody? Mm-hmm. Weehaw with Robin.
Are you okay?
You have a doctor's appointment at 2:30. Well, I'll keep you in my thoughts. I know they're yucky. I don't like going to them either.
Is it a good doctor's appointment, or is it something going on? Like sometimes a good doctor's appointment is, I'm just going for my flu shot. No big deal. And then something going on is like, I've had this stomach ache for 2 days now. I can't get rid of it. Routine appointment. Okay. It shouldn't be too bad then, huh?
I have my pre-op appointment on Thursday for my nose breaking.
Oh, do you? Okay. What time Thursday?
Oh, I should tell you because we have a whole thing on Thursday, don't we?
We're supposed to.
Damn it. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's at 10:45. So,
okay. Well, we can either change the time or we can cancel it for this week. That's up to you.
Can we do it in the afternoon on Thursday?
We can do it whenever you can.
Yeah, I'll do it when I get home. We can do it when I get home Thursday.
Okay, it's on your channel, so you make it up for whatever time's good for you, and I'll be there.
Okay, as long as that works for you. I forgot about that. I should have made my appointment later that afternoon. Damn it.
No, it's fine.
I need to put our auctions on the calendar, in my calendar, and then it wouldn't be such a big deal.
I'm glad you came. Thanks for coming, everybody. Okay, Kristen, show me what you're doing now, because that looks gorgeous. Again, the colors that she uses, I don't know. I just adore the colors.
So I try and use 3s because your eye will follow 3s around. So I'm adding some yellow down here for the little flowers. And then I'm going to put some purple flowers in. You know, those purple like flowers that look like berries or cones or whatever?
Yeah.
Because I love them. And I'm going to have them come off this way. So it'll be like kind of going like that direction. I don't know why. That's just how it ended up.
Echo says, huh? And he does it so humanly. He'll say, huh? Like he's really, you know what, guys? I should put a microphone down there. You guys just would not believe the comic that this parrot is.
I know. I told you you need to.
Oh, he is so freaking funny. I mean, and it's interactive with like you guys, you know?
Yeah, he responds to like when we're talking and stuff, guys.
Yes,
it's hysterical.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So he knows that I'm having a conversation with you and you're having a conversation with me. And he knows that people say, huh? He knows that. So he knows enough to say that while we're having a conversation. Like he's a part of it. Like he's a part of it. But he'll only say it once. You know? He won't like
He just
uses
wants
it
to be a part
appropriately.
of it.
Yeah, and he's using it appropriately.
He's like, you guys are leaving me out.
Yes, exactly. Right. So he's putting himself in it, laughing, because people laugh during conversations. So I'll hear him over there chuckling or doing a deep belly laugh or whatever laugh he picks. He's part of our conversation when he interacts like that. So he's really cool. See, Irene says, Kristen, you do it amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
Robin wants to paint like that. And Willow says, you got your card up in your paint, Kristen.
Oh, I know. It's over the top. It's all right.
Irene, what ring? Let me see your freaky ring. Oh, I can't see it. You're not on my panel. Duh. Irene, come up if you want.
Oh, Robin. So, we can do a follow along. I could do a follow along thing. I'll do one. What do you want to paint? Do you want to paint flowers? I'll do a flower follow along. And
if you teach a person to fish, they can feed themselves for a lifetime.
Yeah, I'll just do a follow along one day, just like I do with how to make a bracelet or whatever. And then
just teach them something that uses different techniques so that they can apply those techniques to what they want to sometime. Instead of
you just tell me if you want to do flowers or if you want a landscape scene or what. I guess I haven't done landscape on here. I've done some animals.
Flowers.
Maybe next time I'll do landscapes.
She says flowers.
Flowers. Okay. Well, I will get that set up. I'll make all this stuff and get it set up, and I'll get that filmed. It'll probably take me a couple weeks, but I am having surgery in a week from Wednesday. So maybe if I get it up before then, I can put it out while I'm off for surgery, and that'll keep videos coming up.
That'd be cool. Yeah, if you could do that. That's a lot of planning. If you have that, a lot going on in your life.
Yeah, whatever. I don't do much. So yeah, I'll see if I could do that so that I could put up while I'm off for surgery. Because Kim will be on while I'm off for surgery, but I won't be on. I'll just be in the.
Yeah, but I won't be on for sales. I'll only be on for the creative. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just having I have a deviated septum on one side, so I'm having my nose broke. Sounds just enjoyable.
I know. Oh my God. We talked about
I'm so not like, I don't freak out at surgeries. Like I've had many sports injuries and such, but this one's kind of freaking me out.
I would be a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm not a good support. I'm so sorry. I'm not a good.
This one is kind of freaking me out, guys, because my daughter keeps telling me how much it's not going to feel good.
Right. It's going to hurt.
She's not helping me.
Yeah.
She's not.
I would, I can breathe out of my mouth. I can't breathe out of my nose.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's called obligatory mouth breather is what that's called.
I'm sure I'm that. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I can. I can't sleep with my mouth closed. No. I wake up going, because if I sleep and my mouth closes, I don't breathe. So I'm sure I could be a candidate for your surgery too, but no.
God, don't. Well, I can't tell you. I had my other sinus side. The other side of my sinuses, I had a hole in it from oral surgery, and they fixed that, and they told me it was going to be a really bad surgery, and it wasn't. Like, okay, I really was okay with that one. So hopefully this one will not be too bad, really.
Just on pain medication. That's what Robin says.
What'd she say?
Regardless, she says, insist on pain medication after the surgery. No matter how you feel, insist on pain medication, because when you get home and deep in the middle of the night, when you wake up, you're going to wish you had that.
I know, and I'm terrible about pain medicine because I don't like I guess people get a high off it or whatever. I don't get any of that. I get relief sometimes from it, but that's about it. So I am not one of those people that like would get addicted to it.
You are or you're not?
Not.
No.
Nah.
Now, see, since I quit my pain medication, I kind of developed this, oh my gosh, what if I injure myself and I need to be on pain medication? Or what if something goes wrong and I have to
be fine
on pain medication?
So I added squigglies up here because I like squigglies. I don't know why. Someone's going to ask, why did you put those squigglies in? And I'm going to tell you, I don't know, but I just thought they added something to the look of the bouquet.
Well, they're greenery. It's greenery.
Yeah, and I'm going to make them a little bit browner now because, you know, branches are squiggly. What are those called? Willow branches? I think is what they're called. So I will add some of them in too.
Irene, do you want to come up? Are you working on jewelry? You can come up and just chat. You don't have to be working on anything, but if you want to come in, you can come in.
What kind of jewelry are you making, Irene? I know I saw you on Mr. Jim's channel and you said you made like 1,000 pieces. So, let me see. It's not as vibrant in real life as it is on, let's see. Really, it's more like, those are more like the colors, guys. It's not quite as bouncy.
Yeah, but it's still beautiful.
I was trying to, that helped a little. Those reds are really bouncing though. Yeah, I know. Before it gets too bad. Yeah.
Can you put the link in the chat? That way if anybody...
Yeah, I think I tried and it was too long. Let me try again.
Oh,
let's see.
Because I can't copy anything.
Let's see. No, that did not work. I think.
Wait, I gave it to you, so it's in your
more. Yeah, but I don't think I can share it. Oh, here, hold on.
Copy.
I got it. Let me see if this will work for us. Oh, here, hold on.
I got it.
Copy.
Woo!
I got it.
Yeah, put it in, see if it's the same.
Oh, here, hold on.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it. Yeah, put it in, see if it's the same.
Oh, here, hold on.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, you followed it.
Now you're echoing, Kim.
That's you.
Oh, here, hold on. Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
You got
yeah,
it?
you followed it.
Now you're echoing, Kim.
That's you.
Okay, did I stop the echo?
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Whoa, what
you guys come to us just to watch the bloopers.
Oh my god, what a conundrum.
Just come to watch the bloopers. We're the funnies.
Okay, Robin says she has you subbed. Okay, I need orange.
Oh, thanks, Robin. Hopefully I will survive it and it'll be okay. I don't know. That and my nose is like the only thing in my body that's little.
You'll survive it just fine. It's just going to be one of those things, you know?
It'll only last a few weeks.
I'm sorry. When it comes to my nose and my sinuses, I'm sensitive to everything, everywhere on my body. But
Yeah, Kim doesn't have a high pain tolerance. I happen to have a high pain tolerance, so
my nose is
it's okay.
my nose is a whole different animal. It is in a league of its own. With being, I have such bad sinuses. I have bad allergies. The back of my throat where you get nasal drip it gets sore all the time if my mouth is dry. I mean, just so many different things.
You're funny.
What, me?
Yes.
It's true. Did you ever have like nasal spray go down and drip in the back of your throat, and then
every day when I take my nasal sprays.
Doesn't it burn your sinuses? Because see, I sniff mine up. I don't get it in the back of my throat unless I mess up and spray it, like without going up and sniffing at the right time, that kind of thing. Anyway, doesn't the back of your throat ever burn in your sinuses?
I just ignore it.
See, mine gets to where I can't handle it. I cannot handle it, and I've got to drink something hot.
Oh, I just ignore. Pain is just something I've had my whole life, so I don't know.
I live with it too, but that doesn't mean I can handle it. I don't handle it well. I just do not handle it well. So you're probably going to be just fine.
Yeah, I have a very high pain tolerance, and I don't know if it's good or bad, but I do. So I didn't like the stark white, so I'm adding just a little bit of blue and watering it out.
Robin says she's had partial knee replacements, gastric bypass, and neither was too bad.
How much did you lose with your gastric bypass? And can you eat normally now or what?
I didn't think you could ever eat normally again. I thought you always had to have
a friend.
I thought you always had to have like a cup, and that was it. I thought, and I mean, I know your stomach can restretch.
Well, when you have a bypass, they cut off most of your stomach.
Yeah, but the rest can still stretch if you overeat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, which is the problem with it, because if you overeat and stretch your stomach continuously, then it's, like you got a whole other stomach again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She has an answer. I don't see an answer.
Well, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. It's just something I'm thinking about.
Okay, I toned down my orange with a little bit of brown.
Oh, okay.
And I think, all right.
I like the toned down one.
Right. I'm going to make, because of the orange and white kitties that aren't really orange, they're more like a teak color. And that was the name of my cat that everybody called orange, but he wasn't orange. He was teak color.
The Garfield kitties.
What?
Garfield kitties?
Yeah. Okay, let me see. That's better.
Thanks for subbing. That was nice of you. I'm trying to hit 300. Miss Kim's gaining on me too fast.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well, listen to that. Why do you think you went back up, my dear? Or I'm sorry, that's personal. I shouldn't be. That's none of my business. I am a former therapist, and I just ask questions. It's an affliction. It's
Robin, I do this all day long. I just talk back to them in their language, and we have a blast.
I cannot believe you two. You're funny. Now, does Ella talk like that to you
That
too?
was Ella. That was Ella.
Oh, that wasn't Echo?
Nope. Echo's down there listening. Ella, I can't do this kind of stuff, hon. Ooh, what is that? Ooh, ooh,
Oh, okay.
ooh, ooh, ooh. See, she doesn't care that I can't whistle. I can't whistle because I have false teeth. And everybody else might be able to whistle, but I can't whistle with my false teeth. I can't whistle without them. I can't whistle. But, oh, the kizzy vets should say meow. What, like a little sign across the bottom?
Meow, 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 meow.
They just love it when I talk to them. They don't care how I do it.
They just want to be interactive.
Yeah. They're good babies. They really, really, really
And you
are.
adopted both of them like from somebody else. They're both
Separate people, yeah. Different
they're both
homes.
save
Rescues.
rescues. Yeah, that's the word. That's the
I
word.
guess so. I mean, I've heard of the horrible things that people do to their birds whenever they can't get their money's worth out of them. You know, when they can't get them adopted and they don't want them anymore. But these families were good families, and they really did just want a good home for them. I mean, I paid for them. Don't get me wrong. I paid for them. They're expensive birds. But like Echo was in a home where they had a 5-year-old little girl who adored him. I mean, he and her just had the best bond, and you could tell because he would call for her, which broke my heart.
Oh no.
Yeah. But he was a biter, okay? I mean, you can't get up to the cage and put your fingers in it and go, hi, you know, you can't do that like a 5-year-old would do, you know? He bites. That's his cage. He doesn't want anybody in it, but he's happy to interact with you separate from touching, separate, you know, in your own space and him in his own space.
Yeah, he doesn't care then.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. Well, that was a danger for them, you know?
Yeah, because
so,
you said that can really hurt you.
Oh, they can break a finger. I mean, look at your fingers. A parrot can snap your finger in two. They have 400 pounds per square inch of pressure in their beak. Hey, April, welcome in.
I am not a bird person. I've been pooped on by too many birds.
Yeah, I get pooped on all the time. I get pooped on
in
by
my hair.
everything.
I don't like it in my hair.
I don't either. But I drool in my hair at night, and I wake up in the morning with crusty hair. I don't like that either.
Oh, I don't drool on my hair.
I do. I don't know why. Do you hear him?
Who is that?
That was Echo.
That was hysterical.
Wasn't it? When I laugh, he laughs. No, it doesn't stink. You're right. Their poop does not stink. It's just kind of gross when it's warm and it's sliding down the back of your arm.
Oh, gross. Yeah, I was in like 8th grade, and we were in Washington, D.C. on the mall for 4th of July, and a freaking pigeon pooped in my hair.
Oh,
So and then the university I went to, all the art studios were in the old stadium, so you had to walk, under the stadium,
yeah.
and there were birds under there, and of course I got pooped on there too. I don't like
Really?
birds.
Really? They don't like you. That's what that sounds like.
That's the problem. Yeah, they poop in my hair.
That's funny.
But
No, it's
Kim's
not
birds,
funny.
I do enjoy them a lot.
They're
Funny.
they're good birds. They
And
really
Kim is
are.
funny with her birds, you guys.
I adore them. I absolutely love my cats to death, okay? The love I have for these parrots is different. It is strange. I never knew that kind of love existed until I got Echo. And I fell head over heels in love with that bird. Same with Ella. You're so funny. What are you laughing at?
He sounds maniacal.
I know. Well, it's funny. Me and my daughter were sitting here one night. I think John was in the hospital, and she was staying with me. And we're watching a scary movie, and it's dark, because I don't want the lights on. And the birds were in bed, and it was dark, and we hear
like that.
Like that. And she screamed and jumped into my arms. She says, "There's a man in the house." Like, no, that's Echo, honey. She says, "Mom, I can't handle that. I can't do that, no." So, yeah, he's funny. These are the only birds I've ever had, Robin. I don't know any different. I bought them probably 8 months apart, 6 months apart, something like that. They're the only birds I ever had. I got Echo because I wanted an African gray, and I got Ella because I wanted him not to feel alone. He was such a, I don't want to say traumatized because that makes it like the family wasn't good to him, and that's not true. They were good with him, It's just, I just wanted him to have a companion, and it didn't matter if I found a male bird or a female bird. I ended up, she was a female. And her family was wonderful with her, and she has had a colorful past, and those two get along so well.
Do birds usually get along with each other then?
Bye, Robin. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Robin.
What'd you say?
Oh, hi, Wolf Spirit.
That's April.
Oh, that's April. Hi, April.
Yeah, her name's April. I don't know what she wants to be called. I call her April because if I don't, I'll forget her name. But what did you say?
I said, do most birds get along with each other? They're not like dogs or whatever.
No. Echo had different birds in his house.
Oh.
And that was one of the big reasons that they got rid of him, because he didn't get along with them. Oh. Well, if they're flying all over and getting on his cage and stuff like that, yeah, I can see he wouldn't, because that's who he is. We have to learn to accept our birds for who they are, not who we want them to be.
Yeah, they're just like us.
Right. I mean, you can take a dog or a bird or a cat and make them cower to you because you're the big boss. You're the you're big and you put down the rules and blah, 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 blah. But that's not going to earn them respect, their love, their trust, none of that. So you approach the birds the same way. Ella loves to be on me. Every time I walk past her, she's opening her wings and she is fluttering them, which means I want to be with you. So I'll go and she'll come right up to me. And I can carry her around. We make the bed together. We do the laundry together. We do the dishes together. I don't vacuum with her because I think the machine might be a little scary. And then what would happen is she would bite me. to get me to go away from the danger, which would be the noisy vacuum.
The bird.
That's how birds work.
Yeah.
Birds will bite the person or the bird that they're next to make them leave because of danger. And I don't want her to bite me when she's on my shoulder, because it would be the face, the ear, the eye. You know, that's why pirates wear eye patches. You knew that, right? Because they carried the parrot on the shoulder and the parrot took out their eye. I don't want that to happen to me. Echo is not like that. He likes to come on the stand in the middle of the living room for about an hour, then he's done.
Oh.
Yep. He likes me to sing and dance to it with him. But other than that, he does not come on my shoulder. I do not pick him up anyway. I have never handled him except on a stick or a stand is the only way I've ever handled him. I've never picked him up. I wouldn't know what he feels like. I don't know what his little weight feels like or anything. But because that's who he is, he doesn't want that. He either isn't ready or he doesn't ever want, but that's who he is, and we have to realize that. And not get upset because he doesn't fit what we thought we should be getting. Does that make sense? And a lot of birds.
You tell Kim was a preschool manager and teacher.
And a lot of people get rid of their birds because of that exact same thing. Oh, well, they're not talking to me. Oh, well, they don't want me to hold them. Okay, so what? You know? So what if they don't want you to hold them? They don't want held. You know, find another way to enjoy them. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox. Oh, you are, Willow? Okay, cool. Let me let you in. Willow's here.
So this is a painting I did last week or the week before with you guys, and I'm just adding some lightness to it because it got kind of muddy. So I'm just glazing is what it's called when you go back over and add some color to it.
Hopefully I'll stick this time.
Hi. Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you. No, Sis woke up. She said she didn't have anything on, so I thought, ooh, I need to clean my computer. So I did. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes my internet just, I mean, it's crappy internet, but it's the best I can get here in the park.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we all have crappy internet.
Well, you know what, too, Willow?
Less than 50 foot away.
Right, but isn't there the metal framing? Doesn't that interfere? Because when I lived in a trailer, the metal framing would interfere. Like I couldn't be in certain spots of the house because I couldn't. The connection wouldn't stay. Do you find that or not?
No, it's not that. We can get, there's fiber optic just right out here on the road underground. But they didn't put it here in the park. They ran it right past us into the industrial park.
Yeah, that was nice of them.
So, yeah.
Hi, Barbie. Welcome in.
Hey, Barbie.
Hello, Barbie.
Watching while you work. That's good. That's
so, Barbie,
good.
this is what I made today. It's a card.
Wait a minute. That's what you made today?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. See, you were teasing me because I didn't know you switched pictures.
Yeah, I switched back to this one that I'm fixing from last time.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. That's what I saw. You hear him? Are you talking
He's
over?
cackling incessantly.
That is
God.
That is Ella. Yep,
that's hysterical. I love that.
It's funny because, you know, when I turn around to see who is doing what, they both look so innocent, like I wasn't doing anything.
Oh, yeah, they're like my dogs. They both look at you like, oh, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, they talk most when you're not looking at them. Even if they're full-fledged, making noise like they are now, and I turn around, they'll both be silent until I turn back around. So I thought that was Echo, but it isn't. It's Ella. I caught her, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So
That's
I caught her doing
that. At least they're both being interactive. Usually, Ella's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Ella's usually very quiet.
Yeah.
Well, I spent about 30 minutes with her this morning scratching her head.
Oh.
So she might just feel real good right now, like it's molting season and they're losing their feathers and growing new feathers in, and their new feathers get so itchy in their skin.
Really?
Because they're these hard little coverings on a feather when it grows that they have to peel off.
Ew.
And just the feather under the skin itself, the end of the feather gets sore.
Irritating.
Yeah, all of that. So a good rub.
If you had sharp little shards popping out of your skin, it
Yeah.
would be uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it is. So when I call it scratching, but it isn't scratching because they're feathers, which is funny because I didn't realize how different it would be to pet a bird versus a cat or a dog, but it's very different. Because think of like your fingers like this, and you're trying to scratch, like you would a pet a dog or a cat, and it's not the same because you have all these feathers.
Yeah.
So you're running into all these feathers. You're not finding anything soft. So
yeah, you can't scratch down and then stroke up, wiggling your fingers through the fur.
Right.
You can't do that with feathers. You'll break them.
Yeah. It doesn't go in between your fingers like fur does, and then you get down to the skin. It's not like that at all. So you kind of like stroke the feather itself. And they'll let you know when you hit one that's sore. They will let you know. I mean, she will turn around and give me a nip, like, okay, that hurt. And it's always, oh, honey, I'm sorry, Okay, I'll stay away from that one. Ella. Goofball. Yeah, so I spent about a half hour with her and got her feeling pretty good, I hope, shower
Dan.
help with that too. Hey, Scrapman Dan, good morning. Thank you for coming.
Just an FYI, Kim.
Yes.
Those that support spay and neuter are going to want testicleless.
These are my cats have always been neutered, and all my males have always had their little pouches in the back. There's nothing in, but they have them.
Interesting.
Because they open them up and take out the testicle, but they leave the two little pouches. What? How do yours look? Like girls?
They trim the sac here.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's smooth after it heals.
Okay.
Huh.
That's
interesting.
It's a
different
pocket where infection can settle, so they remove the sac.
Okay. See, they don't hear.
Yeah. So
they
had one that the sacs were left, but yeah, they basically kind of absorbed and it smoothed out over time. So.
Really? Okay. Because these aren't actual testicles. That's why I'm flattening them down, because they're the little pouches. And they're all boys, but because their butts look kind of funny without anything.
That's weird.
Okay, so
different in different places.
I understand your interpretation now, and that it could be offensive. I wasn't thinking that, because I was just thinking of we are in Pennsylvania, at least in my area, they leave the sack. So okay.
Well, you gotta have little girls too.
Yeah, but if this is offensive because it's interpreted as testicles, full non-neutered testicles. I don't want that.
Well, I mean, it's hilarious
You're
having those little
right.
nuts there, but
I know. Okay. I mean,
but yeah, you got to have some girls too.
I guess I didn't even think about it. So I guess I'm just not politically correct.
Well, also if you get them done when they're, a kitten.
where's my cat? Come here, Ash. Kitty, 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 kitty. Let me see your balls.
Yeah, I've seen the sacks in place before.
Yeah, I just need to. That's
yeah.
Yeah, they get real tiny, but they're there. They're definitely there.
Well, with kittens, they barely have it, and the elasticity is still, 100%. So yeah, they just go away.
See, here in Colorado, they've quit neutering it until they're like a year and a half.
What?
They have to go through They have to go through whatever twice.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm making kitty butts, April.
Because that's what they've started doing. It's stupid.
Now I got to go through and smooth them all out because they got ball tracks. They weren't testicles. They were like this sack. But I get it. And I don't want people to feel that way because I am definitely pro neuter and spay all the way. Every animal I've owned has been neutered and spayed. And I've owned a lot of animals in my lifetime. I mean, even down to, well, not my ferret. My ferret was not spayed, and that was rough.
I would just do both styles, and that way people have options. Because, yeah, not everybody, everybody's boys when they're fixed or sackless.
Right.
Huh.
Make a little bit of both so people have options.
Okay. I'm still trying to decide if I like large or small or thick thighs like these or thin thighs like these. I'm still like deciding what I'm
thighs, because if they're going to be thick thighs, they're going to be super furry, long haired, big bone structure, and yeah, you're not going to be able to get the fur on there. So.
Now I like these two the way they look. Not fond of these two, so I'm gonna take them out. That one's okay, I guess, but it's a thicker one. These are too small, so I think these are what this and a thinner thigh, but I like the pattern. So I think I'm gonna
smooth up at the butt zone a little bit, like on the solid brown one, so that you can put little boys, it's two little indents, and with little girls it's an indent and then just a tiny little like smiley face.
See, I like dachshunds because on their butts they have swirls on each side.
Yeah, calyx. Most dogs actually have that. It's just more noticeable on a dachshund.
Oh, well, yeah, I call them my swirl butt.
Yeah, those are just their little calyx where their little furs come together on each side.
It's so cute. He's so cute. My granddaughter has taken to giving him a spa day every time she's here. So she asked her papa if she could paint his nails too. So my poor little dachshund got his nails painted.
Oh boy.
Nothing wrong with that. On Saturday.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with guys painting their nails either. I don't mind seeing that.
So he has white painted nails. Oh, my little red doxy has got white nails.
Yeah, that's very neutral color, and that's fine.
And she tried to do my German Shepherd Husky boy, but he didn't particularly take to it. And he has pink on his fur. It's funny. I've wanted to paint my dachshund's nails before, and my husband has said no. But granddaughter asks, sure, why not? Any of you who have grandkids, you know, you let your grandkids do anything. My kids are always like, we couldn't do that.
Right?
Like, you couldn't.
See, I wouldn't let my grandkids do anything I didn't let my kids do because
You would.
No, I wouldn't. I have 4 grandkids. I might even be stricter because they don't live here.
Oh, I don't know.
Versus they weren't raised with everything that I have in my house. I've got tons of collectibles.
Oh,
My
yeah, Harley
kids,
knows not to touch those and stuff. But
right, that's what I'm
she
saying.
gets away with a lot more than the kids did.
Oh yeah, no, I expect kids to behave, and then there's
she has to
playtime.
behave and stuff, but we wouldn't have let. I don't know what wouldn't we have let our kids do?
That's what I'm saying. I think you just don't remember. I don't think you let her do more than you would have let your kids do. Do you?
I don't know.
Like my kids were allowed to make messes with their paints and stuff. You know, like they had their art playtime.
Oh God, my kids weren't into art.
Oh, mine were. Mine all were. Yeah. So, you know, we'd do things together. I'd make them Play-Doh, and I mean, I would do all that.
Play-Doh is the worst smelling thing there is in the world.
Not that. Yeah, I know. I hate the smell of Play-Doh. I don't touch it. I don't buy it. I don't touch it.
No.
I haven't smelled Play-Doh in decades.
Oh, it stinks.
That is awful. I hate it.
I'm glad someone else agrees with me. Most people are like, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not.
And some people love it, and it makes me sick. I cannot stand the smell of Play-Doh. Oh.
No, I would make our own and put vanilla smell in it.
Yep, me too. That's what I used to do. But I mean, you know, they'd help me, and we'd make a mess, and then we'd paint them. And Christmas, we would all make cookies, and we would play in, you know, in the icing and the sprinkles. We made messes all the time, water paints, and
oh yeah.
You know,
my kids made messes too, but my kids weren't into art. As an art person, Mom, I would have loved it if my kids were into art.
Well, I mean, Play-Doh's great, but you know, you can't really like, you know, let a piece dry and then paint it because it just, you know, it crackles and crumbles.
Crumbles.
You know. They've got air dry clay now that
I know. I love
kids
it.
Get a few years older, you know, they could do that.
Yeah.
But I would let my grandkids have that experience with me too, you know?
Yeah, so, I would definitely do that.
Well, I mean, that age between Play-Doh and being able to use an oven to bake, you know, poly, you could do air dry.
Yeah, there's all kinds of different ages and stages of craft supplies and art supplies.
Oh yeah, there's stuff now that, yeah, I would have loved to.
But that's something I would let my grandkids do with me, like I did with my kids. I can't say, like I wouldn't let my grandkids play with all my hockey figures. Okay, I have Pittsburgh Penguin hockey figures everywhere. We have Harley.
Yeah, that's right. I need to send you an avalanche thing, don't I?
We have Harley Davidson motorcycles everywhere. My kids wouldn't play with those, and I wouldn't allow my kids to play with them either. So I'm kind of not sure, like, okay, give me an example of what you would let your grandkids do that you didn't let your...
I don't know. I'll have to think of something. I can't think of anything right now.
Well, I don't get to spend time with my grandkids. They live too far away. So I'm asking... I'm curious, not like challenging you. I don't know.
I'll have to think of something. I'll ask one of my kids.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would like to know because I hear that.
Ask one of my kids because they're always telling me, "You wouldn't let us do that."
Yeah, you spoil your grandkids rotten. Well, I don't know because mine are too far away. I see them sometimes, but their parents are always with them, and you know, it's not like, like I don't get them for a weekend and nothing like that, you know.
Oh, that's not fun.
No,
well, Harley lived with us until she was 5, almost 5. So
yeah, so you have that history. I don't have that history of a day-to-day interaction. I don't have that.
Yeah, she's been with. She grew up well, and she's special needs, so we've always had to.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
Yeah, when she was first born, we spent Well, until she was 4, we spent 6 out of 7 days in the hospital every day, every week.
Oh my God.
It was horrible.
That is.
That was our average at Children's. And then between 5 and 7, it was down to 3. And now she hasn't been hospitalized overnight only once this year. So that was good.
Yeah, that's very good.
So
Jen, help. I want your input.
You could do all the different colors of kitties. You could do boys,
but
girls.
I am, so I'm kind of confused on what else she thinks I can do.
Gray and white.
Well, you could do black kitties. You could do white kitties. You could do buff kitties. You know, you could do boys. You could do girls. You could do testicular little boys. You know.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. I was just curious.
You could do a little row, mama, daddy, and a couple of kittens.
Oh, that would be cute.
I could do that. See, that's what I'm asking for, because that's why I'm asking. I'm asking for input, not
a row.
I was just waiting for an opportunity to speak. That's all. Y'all was on a grandkid runoff there.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
I wouldn't have thought of
I don't have kids, so I don't have grandkids. You know, but yeah.
I thought you had a son, Willow.
No.
Why do I think you had a son? I honestly did think you had a son. I'm sorry. I did.
No, when I was 17, I got
you
pregnant
had
with twins, and it was a non-viable birth. They were stillborn. So I knew from then that kids weren't in my future, but I'm okay with that. You know, I figure I've had enough in past lives. I can take one off.
Oh my God, I had no idea. I am so sorry that happened.
Oh, you're
to you.
fine. Honey, it was a long, long time ago. I've made peace with that a long time ago. I will see them. I will see them again.
Oh, I know you will, for sure.
But, yeah, I'm fine with it.
Oh, what a heartache. I am so sorry that happened. Oh my God. A long time ago.
It was my body giving me an early heads up that kids weren't to be in my future, and with the level of health issues that I have now, and as early as they started in my life, probably a good idea I didn't, because I probably wouldn't still be here.
Right.
So, the stress on my body would have been too much. So.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I get it that you are, and it's good that you understand all that. I just had no idea. So to me, this was a brand new, and it hit me as a shock.
It is what it is, honey. I had a boy and a girl. They were already named, and I was just entering 3rd trimester. But
what is their name? Can you are you okay or not? You don't have to. Never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dig. I'm so sorry.
I didn't even hear, honey.
I asked you what their names were.
Christina and Robert.
Okay.
Oh, lovely names.
Very.
Good old classic names.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have a problem talking about it at all.
Yeah, my favorite Uncle Bob, was Robert.
I love this mom pop babies idea. I'm definitely going to do that.
That was a great
I think
one.
It would be adorable.
That is a great idea. I never would have thought of that.
Well,
Jen, that's what I was asking.
You know, you could just do them like side by side and have daddy and then mama, and then next to mama is a couple of little kittens trotting beside. All of their little tails in unison, you know.
Yep, I can picture it. I can definitely picture it.
It would be absolutely adorable. See, you're already lining up, getting ideas.
Yep, absolutely.
She's got them coming now.
Okay, well, I'm going to put testicle sacks on them, guys, but be aware they have been neutered. But it's my way of showing a papa, okay?
They have been neutered. Bob Barker, you can put Bob Barker approved.
Bob Barker, yeah. Oh my gosh, wow, that's a blast from the past, girl.
Yeah.
Mama has big hips. Looky, see, she has the big hips. Papa's tall and thin.
Ain't that the way it is?
I'll make some little kitties. Oh, that is so cute. I got to mix up some brown clay or some more orange.
Yeah, and they
clay.
don't have to match. Kitty litters. It can be a
That's
pure white
true.
kitty, and she'll have a black one, and a calico one, and a gray and white, and a black and white. And,
True. Very
you know.
true. You're right. Again, I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have made them match. But
My calico kitty was my favorite kitty. Patches.
Well, my little orangey Esme, her mom is a calico. We highly suspect.
Yeah, Patches was neutered, never had babies.
Well, she's a rescue out of the park, and yeah, there's a lot of unspayed or neutered kitties in the park where people get them and get evicted and just dump them in the park. You know, and they procreate. In fact, we've been hearing a kitten under our trailer. Again. And last weekend, not just this past one, but last weekend, Sis opened the shed door to get the mower out, and there was a mama, the same one we suspect as Esme's mama, with a litter of kittens in the shed. So, yeah. We think she moved them, and we think that the ones we're hearing underneath the house is she moved them under the house.
Okay.
She got startled from from Sis opening the shed, because we watched to make sure she didn't abandon them in the shed. And yeah, we think she's moved them up under.
Oh.
So we're probably hearing more than one, but
yeah,
there's always one in the bunch that doesn't shut up.
House, right?
There is always one that's mouthy.
Mm-hmm. And that's usually your alpha out of the litter.
Oh,
really?
Mm-hmm. I never thought of it like that. Probably right.
Well, I've rescue fostered enough that you know, yeah, you kind of pick up on all those little nuances.
Yeah.
And Esme, I think, was her first, because she's a young kitty. And yeah, alpha full on, and I think that's why she was abandoned. She was too aggressive at the nipple with her little claws and jaws, and she was tearing mama up, and mama just couldn't handle the pain anymore.
Oh.
And she was about 3 weeks old when we found her abandoned.
Yeah, you were feeding her all the time for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't sleep in my bed for the first week.
I remember that.
I know that part of you. I haven't. I didn't know you then, or what? You know what I mean. To know that like Kristen does. That's.
Well, this would have been July 4th weekend last year.
Really?
Yeah, that was. Oh, it was already that long ago, Willow.
Yep. She's 11 months old. She's going on 11 months old, or no, 10 months. Let's see, May, June. Yeah, 10 months. She's 10 months.
Because I remember when you brought her in.
Yeah.
You weren't going to.
Well, no, she would be going on 11 months because we're into May.
Yeah.
And we suspect that she was born right around the 10th of June last year. Yeah. So yeah, she'd be right on the 11-month mark now.
Dang, Ola. Time flies.
Sometime within the next week here.
You gonna have a birthday party?
She has a birthday party all unto herself every single day. In fact, when I was in the chat right before I was able to come back on, because Sis had woke up and I was able to check, you know, with that. Yeah, I went to the restroom and stood up and turned to flush and shut the lid. Aw, there's your little black. Oh, is that a tuxedo?
Nope, she's just got the teeniest white spot. Just right there.
Which classifies her as a tuxedo. A black is completely black.
Ash has her brother has the very same white spot, only he's gray. So what is he?
Usually the grays they call blues.
Right, he is a blue. So he's a Russian. He is a begins with a P and it's a French word.
Persian?
Nope.
Let me think.
Yeah, think. Now,
I have a book
Gracie.
that's about 4 inches thick on cat
Yes,
breeds.
and I can never remember him. Gracie is a Russian blue. She does not have any weight on her at all. She is totally gray. Ash is a oh.
Yeah, I'm not that good either. I gotta mute for a second, blow my schnoz.
It's a French word. It begins with a P. I'm positive.
I don't know any French. I don't know a French cat.
Breed. Yeah. And then Ember. She's my baby. That they both have that same white spot. They're both from the same mom. So it's either the mom or the dad or some, some family trait that gives them that spot. And my confusion comes in with, well, how can they be different breeds of cats if they're all from the same parents? It doesn't make sense to me.
Because
They're
carries.
They're not full.
The genetics of domestic cats, they have been inbred, crossbred so much that you can have a purebred and it could spit out a calico. It's random.
Right. It's really random. Okay, I was wrong. It doesn't begin with a P. It's chartreuse. That's what he is.
Oh, okay.
What?
Chartreuse. CHARTREUX, I believe, is the correct spelling.
Oh, I've never even heard of that. Cool.
I said it began with a P. I don't know why.
No, it's chantreux. Chartreuse or chartreuse is a color. Chantreux is a breed.
Yeah, and that's what he is.
Yeah.
Never even heard of that. Cool.
Yeah. But Gracie, she's built like a brick shithouse. She's built like this. She has got the chunky thighs. Oh my gosh. That poor girl. You see Ember, who is real tall and thin. Very, very thin. And then you see Ash, who is the guy, he's the only male. He's built solid and good, but he's on the thin side. And then you have Gracie, and Gracie is chunky, and she's got a wider face, and she's got very short tail compared to his, or either of them. But yeah,
Esme's tail is a bottle brush, but it's actually really short.
Oh, really?
Huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you put her next to Aspen. And yeah, Aspen's tail's twice as long for near as hers. Yep. She has a very short but bottle brush tail. Because she's a long hair. They both are.
Oh, long haired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, Aspen and Esme are both long haired.
Interesting.
I always wanted a long haired kitty, but
she's eating right now. All right, scoop her up and show her to you.
I have trouble holding on to the chore of keeping them brushed. My animals take up a lot of my day, the care of them.
Same.
I have 3 cats and 2 birds, and yeah, they take up a lot of my time. Yeah.
The meowing you're hearing right now is Miss Callie. She is my senior kitty. There she is.
Senior kitty, huh?
And bedhead still. Sorry.
Oh, we don't care.
She's been with us 20 years, and she was estimated 3 to 5 years old when we got her.
So, oh, wow.
Yeah. She could easily be a quarter-century mark. So yeah, she's an oldie.
See,
she's a hospice kitty. She has cancer, and it's just quality of life at this point. She's the last of my originals that I have. Everybody else has been moved on, and the other 3 that I have now are rescues from here in the park.
And that's the way Tippy was. I had 3, and he was the last of the 3. He died of cancer. He went real quick. I mean, he was like diagnosed, and 2 months later, I took him back into the vet. I was giving him morphine every day, and just his quality of life. And then he dropped his weight completely, and
That's what
just
happened
kept
with Callie. We're
know.
struggling to keep weight on her.
Yeah, and I
have
took
been.
her in, or took him in, and the vet says, "How long has he been like this?" I mean, she scolded me. It's like he dropped his weight within. I called you on day 2, for an appointment. This just it went that quick. One day he was, and the next day he wasn't, and she scolded me. How long has he been like this? Okay, day 2. That's how long. This is day 2. Okay, he's had it. He's told me, and let's go. I can't. Don't scold me for something that I had no control over. I was
Vets have tried to scold me, and they've learned real quick that
don't
go there, because I've been doing this far too long.
Well, I've had cats my whole adult life, so I've had cats for 40 years.
Yeah.
I've always had a cat in the house. When Tippy went, it's the longest I went that I didn't have a cat in the house, at least one. So I kind of know what I'm doing, And believe me, when I saw him drop that weight like he did, I called the vet because I knew it was time. And they got me in the next day, so what do you want me to do? I mean, I did he had the good quality of life up until when he dropped the weight. Then he wasn't drinking, he wasn't eating, and he would just put his head in my neck, and that was it. He was ready.
Yeah, and you can tell. I mean, like with Callie, whatever she's got going on is slow progressing. Yes, she's skinny.
She's handling it much
she has
better.
A good appetite, and she gets supplements and
how can
what have you. Do what?
That's what I want to know. How can that be? How
there's different types of cancer. Some are more aggressive than others. Goldie, I had Goldie. She was leukemia positive, but she was a carrier. She did not succumb to it. They thought that was what was going to take her. Don't bring her in the house with the other animals. She was not a biter. She was with us for 5 years, never bit another one of the kitties, anything like that. And it was cancer that took her. And it was spindle cell sarcoma in a injection site radius of where they gave her a leukemia injection that they shouldn't have given her.
Yeah. I know that one.
Testicles are too high on that one, honey.
Yep, they're too big.
Well, they were too high up. They were right under the tail.
Right? Then they're huge. When I get them on there, I'm like, whoa.
If you hear licking sounds, that's Callie. She's currently eating her quote-unquote breakfast. They get breakfast about noon around here.
Now, see, I have my cats food out all day long. You feed them at
there's kibble out all day long, but they also get fed soft food twice a day. Each get their individual bowls in case medication and stuff is needed. We established that when I first started doing rescue foster, because you get a lot of animals that need medication, and so I just automatically, we do individual bowls. We don't put it all on a plate and have them have at it.
Yeah, I used to feed all my cats dry food all day. It was available all day, and then I would feed them wet food in the morning and wet food at dinner. And my husband was like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because wet food is healthy. It encourages more drinking water, or it encourages. It enables them.
It just helps with digestion, and you can do herbal remedies and things like that in there if you need to, or any other supplements that their health might require.
Right. But
do we eat dry, like crackers for all of our meals? No, we don't.
Nope. I agree.
We like our crunchies, but we like our softies too. Well, so do they.
Like a full meal, and it would always be the fish. They always loved the fish. They didn't like beef or anything else like that. So
no, mine don't care for too much fish. They're not big on beef. They prefer chicken, poultry, chicken, turkey.
Yeah, and mine are strictly fish. They like the tuna and
Yeah, about the only fish that they do like is like tuna or salmon. They're not big on whitefish or any of the others
Yeah,
that they
and they
use.
have those in the variety in the pack. Unless I
Mm-hmm.
buy one singly. It was just getting too expensive. 3 cats and I'd be feeding that. Oh my gosh, I didn't have that kind of money.
Well, they don't each get a can twice a day.
No. Yeah, mine would get
They
2
share a
cans
can.
a day.
They
Yeah,
do 2
and I
cans
would
a
end
day.
up throwing. Yeah, and I always ended up throwing half of it away. And then when I would only give them half a can and put the other half in the fridge till time and get it out and let it the chill come off, they wouldn't eat it. It's like, guys, I can't make you happy. I'm sorry. I quit. I can't do it.
We
I
do
can't.
bowls of warm water, and we float their dish in that to warm it.
Oh, is that what you do?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And they do fine with that.
Well, I have I got an automatic water dispenser, and it's not electronic or anything. It's just gravity fed, and
Mm-hmm.
I see them drinking all the time. So
Yeah, we
I
can't
know
do that with Esme in the house right now because she's a water monkey, and she would have that thing emptied out all over the floor,
and
everywhere.
you know what? Teak would too. Teak was I had one, and he would dive bomb that thing and knock it out of its. This one locks into place. So if they've ever
We
tried
normally have a fountain out, but with a kitten in the house that's a water monkey, no, it got put away for a while.
he would dive bomb the tank until he would, boom, like that, and it would go everywhere. And I don't have Teak anymore, so I got another one at a thrift store, scrubbed it out real good, and they love it. I mean, they enjoy hearing the glug 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 glug, which is weird, but they like that sound. They're not afraid of it. They sit there and watch me fill it, and
They
they'll
love the
all.
fountain too, but yeah, the water monkey,
I didn't like the fountain. I have a fountain. I had that for almost a year, and every other day I was scrubbing it out inside the machine. It got jelly in it. I don't know if it's from the filters. I
It's
bought.
backwash from their saliva.
Oh my God, what a
Mm-hmm.
mess. I was
Yeah.
constantly cleaning this jelly out and putting a new filter in, and it was like, this is too much work. I'll just leave the faucet running. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't.
Yeah, my Winnies do love to drink from the faucet drip.
Yeah, Gracie likes that. Gracie is. She's
Murphy, my Siamese, liked that as well. We had to put the fountain up with him. Because, yeah, another water monkey. And, yeah, we got a fountain after he passed for Winnie because she was, she was sick too. She had cancer as well. She also had hyperthyroidism. And it was a struggle to get her to drink. So, yeah, we got a fountain for her. And we had it up. She passed 3 days after Esme in her daughter lives. So
she was waiting for something better for you,
right? That sounds like.
But yeah, it was
sounds like
it was time for her, and so we had to call and
waiting for
get her euthanized. But
yeah, that's I couldn't handle it when I had to get rid of when I had to euthanize Pitter. I thought I was gonna die. I mean, it was we had that kind of a relationship. A huge part of me died inside. He was the last of 3 of a life that I had when I was single, raising my son alone. He represented good times and bad times, homelessness, poverty, prosperity. He was there for it all. He lived in 4 different states with me. You know what I'm saying? He was like everything.
My Alex was that way. We went through a divorce together and what have you. And yeah, it about ripped my heart out. But
it did.
It's the final gift that you can give them, is to free them from their pain and their misery and not make them suffer to the end like humanity makes humans do.
Right.
It's the final gift that you can give them. And I will give that gladly if it's going to get them out of pain and out of misery.
Right.
Is it easy? Hell no. Not even close.
Yeah, it was.
But I have been there for pretty much every animal in our family since I was about 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know, whether it was mine or not. Because oftentimes.
Well, I had a therapy animal that was the family's animal. The therapist told my parents to get me a dog. So they got me a dog. And I was 18 when she 19, maybe older than that. I think I had a couple kids by then. I had all three of my kids by age 23. My dad had to put her down, and he didn't tell me. That was my therapy dog that I had since I was 10 years old. And he didn't tell me he was going to have her put, to sleep. And I was devastated. I didn't get to say goodbye to her, I'd chase that dog. That dog would get out. Oh my God. I would chase that dog for miles. No lie. To get her back. Somebody would open the door and she would tear out of there and be gone. And I always chased her until I found her and got her because I didn't want her hit by a car. And I'm telling you, hours I would run after that dog. And it was crazy. And then I'd carry her back home and tie her up on her leash. And those are the times that I had with my dog. You know what I'm saying? I'd cry to her, and she was my therapy dog. And my dad didn't tell me when he had to go put her down, and that really hurt.
We had when I was born, we had a Chihuahua. Her name is Candy. And then when I was still real small, we got was a Dalmatian, big dog. It was the same age I was, basically, give or take, 6 months or so. I know I was 8 when we lost him, and he was 8. So, give or take, little gap space in there somewhere. But we were both the same age at the time. We're the same year age, I should say. But he had a massive heart attack. And I suspect that the parents put him down, because he wasn't going to do well. And the expense, because they were raising 6 kids. I don't think that, either he was on his way out or what was going to be left basically was going to be much, especially for an outside dog. That was the only outside dog we ever had. I did not want outside dogs after that. Neither did the parents for that matter. But we stuck with little dogs. But my Alex, I got him when I was still married. He's the only thing I fought for in the divorce. I don't know why he wanted to fight me for him because he didn't even like him.
Right.
Because you wanted him, that's why.
He was just trying to get at me. He was just being an ass. But anyways, I got him. And he went into renal failure one day. And
that doesn't take long. That happens so quick.
We had him in hospital for, 2 or 3 days, getting intensive treatment. And it was a big question mark as to whether or not it would be effective, if it was just kind of a one-off thing, because of something he got into or something like that, or if it was, But we brought him home in less than 24 hours later. I had to take him in and let him go because, he was going backwards again fast.
That does happen.
It is what it is, but he was a pound rescue. And he had renal issues when we adopted him.
Yep.
Basically they call it kennel crotch. It's basically a yeast infection for a dog. And then he had, we actually, how you have to put the deposit down when you adopt a unsterilized animal, and you get them sterilized within, a certain period of time, then you can get that back, that deposit. We had to I contacted the pound and told them, I said, this is what's up. He's currently being treated for a massive UTI. So there's a delay on being able to have his neuter done until he's finished with this treatment, and he's having to do special food and stuff like this. It's a long-term treatment, so it's probably going to be as much as 3 months before we can even think about getting him fixed. And they were like, that's fine, as long as you let us know and keep us posted. As soon as you are able to, we will hold your deposit and extend it due to medical. And a lot of pounds won't do that. It's like, oh, well, you're just SOL. Yeah. But they worked with me, and, I gave them the information of where he was being treated and everything. They could call and confirm if they needed to, whatever. And which they probably did, which is fine. I want them to do that. I want them to be that diligent, and not just take people's words for it, because unfortunately people lie. Right. I want them to be that diligent and call and check and
was spayed and neutered. My pink kitty was spayed and neutered. Little stinker. Cost me twice. I had to have it done twice.
I've got to run, y'all, because I have to
Stable, get away from there.
Get some stuff done. My husband's banging on my door.
Okay.
Looking at me through the glass.
I probably should go too. I have laundry to do that I haven't even started yet.
Oh, I've got dishes I was supposed to do last night and didn't do too. So I want to thank you all for coming and watching me make some cards today. And I fixed a couple that I made last time with you.
They are beautiful, Kristen.
Well, I know. I agree.
I love that spray of wildflowers right there. I love that.
That's that's what I do best, is wildflowers like that. So
well, you do a great job.
I'll next week I'll probably do a llama, I think, if I can get it drawn beforehand. So I will see you guys Thursday will be on my channel, but we will be later in the afternoon, and I'll go ahead and put that up so you guys can save the link. And I'll have some of my little cards up for sale.
Awesome.
Okay. Great.
And
hey, Willow, thanks for coming up and being with us.
Yes, Willow, thank you. And everybody have a great week until we see you on Thursday.
Well, I'm glad I was just finally able to get it fixed so I could get up here for a little while.
Yes.
Oh, I hate it when my computer's not cooperative.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everyone.